Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? This is Abdul. This video is sponsored by circulartextapp, and I'm here from the circulartextapp to bring y'all guys understanding algorithms. Welcome to this course. Let me share my screen first. I did not record the first course, so I'm starting over, doing it over again, just to make sure I'm recording this time. Okay, welcome to the course, Understanding Algorithms. We're gonna get right down into it. We're gonna break it down, get right into it, so we can get to the coding part of the course. Welcome to a riveting exploration into the intricate realm of algorithms, a course designed to unravel the core principles that power the digital world. In the landscape of computer science, algorithms are the unsung heroes, the guiding forces behind every operation, and the architects of efficiency. As we embark on this journey, envision algorithms not just as lines of code, but as orchestrations of digital symphonies. Basically, algorithms are running everything right now. Most companies, if they are not using algorithms, they are preparing to use algorithms in the future. But the big tech companies, that's all they run on, like Google, OpenAI, Netflix, Apple. They run on algorithms. Different algorithms run in different parts of their systems. Those step-by-step instructions that drive problem solving, think of them as the secret sauce behind every tech marvel. From there, we plunge into the practical art of building algorithms. Crafting solutions becomes an art form where efficiency and effectiveness intertwine. They are the architects of machine learning, the intelligence that powers tomorrow technologies, from supervised learning to neural networks. Basically, right now, developers are building algorithms to create machine learning, AI, and different products and different systems just built from algorithms and numbers. Just imagine that all the AI things you were seeing going on, like ChatGPT, just all the big AI systems, like AI's flying drones, AI's driving cars. All those are just numbers and just design developers putting their minds together and just creating. I believe in the power of practical demonstration, so I'll be showing you guys the code and how it operates in real time. Okay, I did something with Netflix and ChatGPT, where I went to ChatGPT and I developed a little Netflix course with ChatGPT. I'm sorry, my computer running a little bit slow today. If you guys are watching, okay, understand this should probably come up. Okay. And basically, I just went to ChatGPT and I was asked about the Netflix situation and the Netflix algorithms. I think I found out something about Netflix on Netflix watching that while watching Netflix about the $1 million algorithm prize thing. It started in 2006. It was a landmark event. It was one of the first events that big that brought competitors from around the world and teams from around the world that collaborated to try to build this product. It was the target to improve Netflix's existing recommendation algorithm, Cinematch, by 10%. Metric, the prize focuses on reducing the root mean squared error, RMSE, and predicting user ratings for unrated movies. Prize money, they was giving out $1 million, making it one of the largest technology prizes at the time. Global attention, the competition attracted thousands of teams around the world. Breakthroughs in machine learning was made. Netflix prize led to significant advance in machine learning, particularly in collaborative filtering and matrix characterizations. And now I'm going to show you some of the code or explain more about what RMSE is. Predicting the root mean squared error. RMSE is predicting users' rating involves estimating the average magnitude of errors your model will make when trying to guess how much a user will like a particular item. Let's break it down step by step. Users' ratings and predictions. Imagine you have a platform like Netflix and Amazon where users rate movies, books, or products. Your goal is to build a model that can predict how much a user would rate an item they haven't interacted with yet. Errors and squaring. Now, no model is perfect, and there will always be some difference between the predicted rating and the actual rating given by the user. This difference is called the error. However, we're not just interested in whether the prediction was right or wrong, but also how far off it was. Here's where things get interesting. We square the error for each prediction. Squaring emphasizes large errors more than smaller ones. This is because squaring a bigger number makes it much bigger. Makes a much bigger number, Average. We don't just focus on an error for one prediction. We calculate the squared error for all predictions made by model and then take the average. This gives us the mean squared error. Taking the root. Finally, we take the square root of the MSE to get the RMSE. This brings the units back to the original rating scale, e.g. stars for movies, and making it easier to interpret. I'm sorry, I'm reading this from a different computer screen. I wish I had it on this computer, but I don't. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the simulation I created with ChatGPT. We start a new terminal. Okay. And what this algorithm does is it takes one of the movies, whatever movie I put down here, and it ranks the most similar movie to that movie by the rankings. It will score the most similar to the movie. It will output the most similar movie to this by the rankings from the user score. These are the user scores. As you can see, user 1 scored this 5. User 1 scored The Dark Knight 4. User 1 scored Interstellar 0, Dunkirk 0, and The Prestige 1. That's how the scores work, and that's how the matrix is formed. Let's run this code. Python netmovie.py. And see what we get. And this is the movie closest to Inception is The Dark Knight. Now, what I did was I thought this code was just outputting the top movies. And I didn't really look at it. I thought it was just outputting the top movies from rankings. The highest rankings, I guess, was the top movies. And what I did was I went to ChatGPT. What is this? I don't think this is it. This could be it. Oh yeah, I went to ChatGPT, and for that I asked for something else, but I didn't realize what the code was giving me. But what I asked for was I was trying to break it down a little bit more. I was trying to break down the scoring a little bit more outside of their full score. I wanted to have a specific user and a ranking of the user. So the ranking of the user each user will be 1 to 3. 3, if a user with the score of 3 ranks something, the score will be 100% still the score. If a user with the ranking of 2 will score something, his score will only have 75% of take effect on the score. If a score with if a user with this ranking of 1 will score something, it will only have 50% of the score. So user 2 have a ranking of 1, or user 3 have a ranking of 1 and score something 4, that 4 will only be a 2. But that was something I wanted to put more detail into the code before I knew that the code was recommending something similar to a movie and not recommending the top movies. Because then I can build on top of that algorithm and say, okay, why is the user ranked at a 3? Why is the user ranked at a 2? Why is the user ranked at a 1? And then you can build more behind the algorithm of just having the users and the scores. But I went on with simulation and went to this. What did this do? This should have the top 2 movies. Because you know, when you go to Netflix and you watch a movie, it don't just at the end, it don't just recommend one movie. It will recommend more than one movie. It will recommend multiple movies. So I wanted to just keep on with the algorithm. So I'll go to Net Movie 2. And the top 2 movies that's closer to Inception after you've done watching Inception will be The Dark Knight and The Prestige. Now, this is just a simple version of the algorithm that ChatGPT created for me real quick. If you wanted to create something similar, you would just ask the same prompt. Prompt ChatGPT, could you give me something that deals with the Netflix algorithm, that the recommendation algorithm? Just give me a quick simulation, and ChatGPT will give you a quick simulation similar to this. I'm not sure if it will be exactly this, but it should be similar. Okay, and now for simulation 3, I asked for more movies. I will ask ChatGPT to give me more movies, and I said, what movies are closest to Dunkirk in this simulation? So go net movie 3, and the closest movie to Dunkirk is The Matrix and Interstellar. And that's what the code shows. Okay. Now let's move on to something I created, not what ChatGPT created for me. Well, not what I created, but our team created in a couple months. Moreover, what I just showed you guys is what was created in just one day. Okay, at the circulartextapp, we created something called the speed read algorithm, or the speed read AI app, that slows down important data and speeds up irrelevant data in audio and language audio, basically. So say if you had statistical data, the statistical data would be like the quarterback threw for 50 yards. That will be statistical data. Then the irrelevant data will be like the date he threw the yards on. Oh, he did it on a Tuesday. So that will be speeded up. Into the he threw for 50 yards will be slowed down. So it'll be on Tuesday, the quarterback threw for 50 yards. This could be done with this could be used for more applications, like legal applications, and when you read in terms and conditions. Imagine you have terms and conditions where it just speeds up all the irrelevant data that you really don't need, and then it slows down something like, but monthly payments will incur if you are late on payments. You know, like something like that, the speed read algorithm will be really useful for. Okay, let's go into the do this. Okay, during a week of work, we get for our lead developer. I'm not sure if all lead developers do this, but our lead developer at the Circular Text app will give us a map of what we have to do during the week, and we get to pick different parts. Say if I wanted to complete this part, I see this part, I know what it takes to do the part. I know I can do it very quick, and I see, okay, I'll take this part. Someone else might want to take this part. This part is work to do over here. You just look at this right here and just say, okay, it's some work to do. Just from looking at this code right here, you don't have to really go into the script. I can see that it has numbers on the script. This is not what you want when you building your algorithm. You want your numbers, your matrices to be inside a .csv file or JSON file. That is very important because if it's static on the script page like that, it's basically impossible to change, and also it just don't make sense to have your matrices on the script. Okay, but back to this session right here, where we got, okay, step one, copy paste text into here. Basically, you putting your text into the thing, and you want to know how many seconds, how many words are in each second of text. The segment length 1.5, and it will give you a score of each thing. Let's go to the code. Let's go to the chat GPT to demonstrate this a little bit more and see how I came up with this part. Okay, I said, I need an algorithm that can help me identify words in audio for breaking it down the audio section by section. I don't want it to tell me what words the audio is saying. I don't want to keep reading this part because this was like a rough draft of what I wanted at the time and not like everything. In ChatGPT, it will give me a brief of what I want though. It sounds like you're looking for a speech recognition algorithm that can transcribe audio into text and segment the text into individual words for further manipulation. Here's a high level approach using Python, PyDub, speech recognition, audio. As you can see, that ChatGPT gave me my imports that I needed and gave me a little script that I can use to try to do this. And this is important because a few years ago, we did not have this before AI. You would have to go to Google and search up things that's similar to figure out what you would need, what type of imports you would need, and to do the process that you need done, or GitHub, or Stack Overflow. Speech recognition, text segmentation. I want the algorithm to be able to recognize a word so I could see the specific time that word is said in the audio. And this is really like giving ChatGPT a big brief of what I need. It's like, it's not precise. Something that like that, once I have the specific time of the words and section length, like how much time the word takes up, then I think I could implement my other code. See, usually when I'm prompting ChatGPT, I'm not really perfect. I'm really working on getting things done. So how I speak to ChatGPT won't be perfect sometimes. Sometimes I forget what the hell I was saying. But even more often, I just want the response to be perfect. I want the response to be perfect. So I might go back and say something a little different and tweak what I say. Okay. To achieve your desired outcome of recognizing specific words and their corresponding timestamps in the audio, you can modify the approach slightly. Here's how you can do it using the speech recognition library. So it gave me the speech recognition library to recognize the words. And right now I had the words inside the script. I had everything inside the script at first, but I moved it to a CSV, I think. And I want to see where okay, here we go, right here. Okay. This was the first logical thing, the first logical one that ChatGPT gave me. Okay, I want something different. I wanted to understand how many words are in per second. So basically, I had to prompt ChatGPT. I needed something different. After it gave me a couple things, I realized how to write what I needed in code. I realized how to build the algorithm. As you can see, it was giving me other things. It was giving me breaking it down in different steps. And it probably took a couple hours for me to realize, okay, I can do it this way. Okay, I want something different. I wanted to understand how many words are in per second and output that. So say if the first second have 2 words, it would output the 2 words, or if it have 1 word, will output only 1 word. So I apologize for misunderstanding. It sounds like you want to analyze the audio on a per second basis to count the number of words present in each second. Unfortunately, performing such visualizations analysis directly using code might be complex, especially since speech recognition doesn't inherently provide word level timestamps. However, you can approximate this process by segmenting the audio and performing word recognition for each segment. Here's a general outline of how you could approach it. Audio segmentation. Similar to before, you'll need to segment the audio into small sections. So basically, I already knew about audio segmentation because it told me about that while I was asking it stuff before. And you use PyDub for that. Then speech recognition. Perform speech recognition on audio. So each audio section using the speech recognition library to describe the spoken word. Word count and timestamp. Analyze the transcribed text for each section to count the number of words present. You can then associate this word count with the corresponding second of the audio. And it gave me this code. And let me take this code over here. I got this code over here, and I got 1 second of audio for this demonstration. So every segment length is 1 second. And basically I want the word count for this. Now this went through the speed read algorithm. This is something that I already went through the whole algorithm. And this was the output.
User input, but as huge as that. Frank was for the Eagles 9-1 there. Was much more to the game, especially considering how badly things went for them. In the first half, they were dominated in the trenches for those first 30 minutes. Hurts was sacked 5 times. He was under constant pressure, and on defense, the Eagles gave up 121 rushing yards in the first 2 quarters.
As you can see, it said 121 rushing yards, slower than most of the things that it was saying. So it slowed down the statistical data. Even when you heard the word sack, it slowed that down a little bit. It slowed down the statistical data and speeded up the irrelevant data. But for this demonstration and simulation, we just counting the words in every segment length. Every one second, we just counting the words, and every 1 second to get to get our algorithm to the next step. To complete a speed read, a full speed read word MP3 or audio, however you want to call it. Sometimes this algorithm takes time. I'm not sure if this part of the algorithm takes this much time in the full process, but since doing this, it takes a lot of time. I usually press space and it works, or enter. So, okay. As you can see, the output was 0 to 1 seconds, we had 3 words. 1 to 2 seconds, we had 2 words. 2 to 3 seconds, we had 4 words. And then 3 to 4 seconds, we have 2 words. As you can see, it's breaking it down. It's breaking it down, and it's giving us data that we need to take this algorithm to the next step. So basically, this is complete. We'll say this is complete. And also, it's complete. I would have this complete. So that part is complete. And then it would go to the next step. The next step was add combination. It was using a combination from I don't think I really can get into this right now. Oh yeah, this was the combination. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay. That just was a different step. Okay. Let's just go down further on the building the algorithm. I said something wasn't working properly, so it gave me a different code. I think this is the code I end up using it. Audio, okay. Okay, when I was done with that part, I put that part to the side. I got that done. I kept that script was somewhere. For right now, it was finished, and now I can work on the next step or whatever I was doing next. And I think I took on the next part next down here. Okay. I said, okay, I need a new script for a task. I wanted to be able to use a combination of numbers, say 515 on my script. Then in a CSV file, I want to be able to read the words in the file words in full numbers only and output it to a file. Okay, you guys can read this, but it's a little everywhere. Like I say, I don't be trying to make anything neat. I just be working with speed. Basically, I wanted the 515. So say if the output to this was 324. So basically it's 324. So basically I would say 5324 instead of saying 515, it would be 324 number combination. And that would be the number combination for the phrases. See, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this breaks it down for the audio to line up with the text data. So I can understand where the audio is, and I can understand where the text data is. The text and the audio, and just aligning and bringing it all together. It was just the next step to the algorithm. I'm not sure, 100% sure what was going on, but it's just the next step to the algorithm. In the morning, this is in the code. No, I want it to be the other way around. The CSV will look like this in the morning. I was waking up and I saw a beard. And the output this 5 in the morning, I 1. It's just breaking it down. This was to break down the CSV file into the numbers. And I don't really want to get into this too much because I didn't go over it yesterday. Like I went over everything else. But I want to show you guys how much work it is just putting to this particular part of the algorithm and completing this particular part of the algorithm. It took about one of these, all this work right here takes about 1 to 2 days of prompting ChatGPT, but usually you don't want something this big. You don't want your ChatGPT prompt to be this big. You want to split it up into other prompts because it will slow down a lot once you get down this far. You access something to be really slow because it got all this stuff saved in the memory. So you just want to open up a new prompt, put something there. Okay. And earlier I showed you guys a sample of the speed read algorithm. I want to give you guys a little bit more of the speed read algorithm from using the app online. At Hugging Face, if you have a Hugging Face account, guys, make sure, how do you move this? I want to move this. Okay. Let's move this out the way. Okay. No, I don't want to stop nothing. Just want to move that out the way. Okay. Here we go. Okay, you go to Hugging Face. If you don't have an account, start a Hugging Face account. Something wrong with this, actually. But as you can see, I got my Hugging Face account. I'm signed in under the circulartextapp because once you're developing, you have to be able to see the back end. And right now I cannot see the back end because this is getting in the way. But you have to see the back end. You have to see the back end. Let me see. I go here. This is not the back end. This is just the algorithm after we ran text through the algorithm. We ran this text through the algorithm. And this was the results of speeding up the irrelevant data and slowing down the stats data.
User input in his final year at college at Indiana State University during the 1978-79 season, Larry Bird averaged 28.6 points, 13.3 rebounds, and
so as you can see, it slowed down the stats data and speeded up the irrelevant data. And with our algorithm, the way our algorithm works, we can use our controller to do this even more. Here's the controller. You can speed up the stats data or slow it down even more, speed up the irrelevant data even more, or even turn it completely off. Right now, the algorithm, when we turn it completely off, it messes up some of the other data. So it's not really perfect yet, but we are perfecting the craft and perfecting the algorithm. But here's when we speeded up the relevant data a little bit more.
1978-79 season, Larry Bird averaged 28.6 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 4.6 assists.
As you can see, this will work perfectly with like legal data. If you got something going on, like you got read a lot of legal data, you just want to speed through the relevant parts and just keep the important parts that you need. And it's back end, it's more back end things that goes on with this algorithm, like the AI gets an unseen data. The AI being able to read unseen data with this algorithm. Basically, new stats that haven't been seen yet. You want to be able to slow down the stats on that. Basically, there's a lot of work that goes into this algorithm. But now I want to go back to here. Let me see. This is the second time I did this course. I'm just like, I've just been doing this for like a whole hour. So I might cut this one short since I got done the main part of the course. I want to say thank you guys for joining this course. And this is sponsored by circulartextapp. Make sure you go check out their apps, their speed read AI, and I think a filter is being released soon, the Super Bowl filter. I think they said they're not waiting for the who wins the championship game. They already know who's gonna win. They think the Ravens and San Fran going to be in the Super Bowl, so they are creating a filter for that. Last year, filter did about 9,000 videos, and I worked on that filter along with another associate. And this year, I'm working on a new filter. So I just wanted to say that, and make sure y'all go check out the SpeedRead AI and the different projects that circulartextapp is working on. Make sure if you need any help with y'all guys' algorithms or creating anything. I forgot something. I forgot to answer someone's question. Okay, let me answer that question now. Let me go into the question. Let me find the question first. Okay. Someone asked me yesterday. They said, if I can find it. Let's see. Currently, I have done HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and React JS. Give me some interesting project ideas. And I said, you just go with the flow. Go with what you know. Go with what you have to, what you want to learn. Go with what you like. Don't start your project on, okay, I want to start this project because this person got a job doing this, or this person liked doing this, so I think I'm gonna like doing this. No, go with the flow. Watch some tutorials on coding, on different projects, and just see how things come together, and just start building your project. Like when we first started creating the circulartextapp with the digital text, like that was an algorithm that came from something very basic, and as HTML and CSS, and just went from there. Went from a collaborative process of, oh shoot, what could we do with HTML and CSS, and we came up with an algorithm that can create billions of designs just from digital text. So when you say what ideas, give me some interesting ideas, just go off of like what you learned, and just keep going. Don't stop. Just keep putting stuff on top of stuff, putting code on top of code, and just seeing how far you can go with developing what you want to develop. You don't have to go by the book. Thanks, guys. Thanks again. I want to say, take it easy. This video will be going on YouTube. The one previous will not, because it was not recorded. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for coming to the course. Take it easy. This is Abdul. I'm out.